Hello, friends, and welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast. It's a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures from right here in the Impact Power Sports studio. Impact Power Sports, that's where you go to pick up an ATV, UTV, motorcycle, all stuff that Nick in the arena has purchased from them. Appreciate you so much for doing that, Nick. And you can get more information at impactpowersportsmi.com. I'm really liking the hair these days. It's growing out, but I want to cut it. But at the same time, if I want to achieve the suave effect that I'm trying to, I think I need to grow it out. And then need to learn to meticulously sculpt it to make the ladies swoon. That's what the Silver Fox EZ does on a regular basis. Though advanced in age, there is a trail of women fanning themselves as I walk by. Black Belt Nick is here. He says, EZ, I contacted Zelensky yesterday. Nate is super nice. Exactly. Nate is one of the latest mom and pop businesses to get on with your old pal EZ. And this is how it works. He's like, well, wait a minute. How does this even happen? I go, well, I talk about you on my show, and then they call you. So thank you to Nick for doing that. And, it's a perfect opportunity since you said that. I don't typically like to start the show with sponsor after sponsor, but there they are over my shoulders. Zelensky Outdoor Services, 734-626-7788. They want to add a roster of Eric Zane Show podcast audience members to their client list so that Nate is cutting your lawn. Reach out to Nate at Zelensky Outdoor Services and get after it. They'll cut the lawn. They'll edge it. They'll make sure there's no ugly clumps. They'll fertilize it. They'll do everything to make it look fantastic. That's how they roll at Zelensky Outdoor Services. By the way, if you refer a family friend, neighbor, whatever, the next cut is free. So Nick, Black Belt Nick, if you convince one of your friends or loved ones to call Nate and they, it works out, well, then you're getting your lawn cutting paid for. So that's tremendous. Every referral or a sign up gets you a free cut. And we've checked with the Better Business Bureau, and Nate is the only outdoor lawn service professional to offer this on the entire planet. It's never been done before. Nate keeps his phone on him, so you can call him right now and tell him that I'm talking about him. You get 5 fertilizer applications, and he accepts cash, check, Venmo, does it all. So reach out to Zelensky Outdoor Services. You can say hello to them. And mention me, please. 734-626-7788. Nick says, I was already talking about getting mom to get a quote, too. Stevie says, do they pick up poop and sticks? Well, I would. I would absolutely pick up poop and sticks. I think so. Ask them. Give them a call, Stevie. Say, look, Nate, I heard about you on EZ's show. Do you pick up poop and sticks? Just give him a call. It's that simple. He's got the phone out right now. In fact, you can break away from me right now, call him, and then let me know. In real time, we can do this. 734-626-7788. Start with Eric Zane sent me. I'm very bullish about new sponsors because it's a precarious time. These folks spend a lot of money to be on my show, and they want results. I don't want them spending money and then no one calling. So if you're an audience member of mine and you're in West Michigan, reach out to Zelensky Outdoor Services. I reached out to the Italian lady. I don't really have a great nickname for Christina, but she is one of two attorneys in my legal team that are working tirelessly to make sure that I stay happy. And the lady Italian filed an objection to this nonsense of me being deposed and having to waste my goddamn time. And on Friday at 2 p.m., I should be getting ready for Monster Truck Day. But instead, I'll be with her, so that's a good thing. I think being that she will be there next to me, and when I'm asked a question, she's going to look at me and say, "Don't answer that, Eric." I think that might actually be kind of like a watered-down version of a fantasy of mine. Because I think that there's nothing more attractive than when a woman tells you in as few words as possible what the hell they want you to do. Be quiet, Eric. I mean, I'm like butter at that point. I think that's unlocking a new type of kink for me. I think I like to be bossed around by chicks. So that means two. Feet and hands. I like hands too. Feet and hands and being bossed around. So I'm excited and looking forward to this adventure. And it's not even on like a sexual level at all. It's just because, my libido is at an all-time low because of the shockingly powerful medicines to keep me, to keep my prostate from basically absorbing my whole body. Like if I didn't take these medicines that I'm taking right now, in short order, I wouldn't even have arms and legs. I would just be a prostate gland sitting here with a mouth doing a show. Okay, so the medicine shrinks that, but the side effect is it damages my libido, and it's awful. So that's what's up. And so Lady Italian is going to, I've reached out to her. I go, so what's the latest? What's happening here? Am I doing this nonsense? Am I wasting my time? Or am I staying at home? With that in mind, it is time to do a dramatic recreation reading from the transcript that has been provided. Now, I don't know if we're going to go over this word for word during the depot, and I hope not, because it's a lot. Some moron decided it would be a good idea to make some poor slob listen to my show and write it all out in a transcript. This is from years ago. I don't understand why this has to happen, but it says, I'm just going to take directly from it, the fact that someone had to write this. And points to anybody mentioned in the transcript. I'm reading directly from it. Corey asks, do you think Kelly legitimately tries to not engage with you out of loyalty to Free Beer? No. I actually think she does not like me, but deep down, I'm right. She would not admit that. Maybe in a closed-door session, but I am right. You might have mentioned that you've spoken to her before, but I missed that show via Messenger. But after I started my dialogue, And then it says, with Mr. Kelly, the former Mr. Kelly, I now am pretty confident she is, that I am not on her list of favorite people. Let's just say that. Corey says publicly she could never agree with you, and I wouldn't. Yeah, that would be silly if she did. But if she said, hey, I want to have a clandestine meeting, I would keep it close to the vest if she asked politely and was fair to me. I would absolutely honor that. Matt H. says, oh, yes, we discussed the Tesla last night, and I've seen the house. Kelly's going to need to start in OnlyFans to balance her salary. Either that or start selling something in addition, like, a second job. Jimmy says, yeah, but easy, you've got Fear Bunker North. Look, I'm not in this to compare what I have to what Greg has. That's an unfair comparison. Greg has made millions. I have not. And that's not what this is about. The point of this discussion is simply to show the difference in earnings because one is a man and the other is a woman. Greg is not nearly as qualified. She can do what Greg can do. He cannot do what she can do. That's how I usually base these things. And don't even get me started. Hot Wings has been useless since I knew him. This is fucking great. Oh, my God. I am going to auction off all of this, the transcript, a little later on. And you all can bid on the transcript. You'll even get this nice paper clip that goes with it. Now, the winning bid, the good news is all of that money that is raised for the EZ Depot transcript is going to me to pay off veterinarian bills. So this has just been a windfall. The only one that's a loser here is me with my time. My time is so goddamn valuable. And it's a Friday, and these motherfuckers schedule this at 2 p.m. The only saving grace is I get to meet face-to-face with the lady Italian and watch her sink her claws into these morons who are paying me $54 to be there. Bread Bull Brain Chris says, woohoo, I start my new job Monday. Sorry, been waiting for this call. Wait a minute. How long have you been out of work? It seems like you got fired like 5 years ago or something. 5 weeks? God, it seems longer. Did I miss something? Did I miss a firing? Thank you so much again for being here, ladies and gentlemen. I have lots of news. Speaking of Free Beer and Hot Wings, I have a Thursday edition of Big Fraud, a Big Fraud Day coming up. It's Big Fraud Thursday is what I meant to say. Coming up tomorrow with Ben Glaze. $6 p.m. start with show number 90 of Who Are These Free Beers? Followed up by the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. More on that in a second. But with Who Are These Free Beers? Typically, when I am gathering my clips to review for that show, what I procure is material that I have listened to long ago. I have a backlog of material. Yesterday, though, I heard something, and occasionally this happens where I'll hear it and I consider moving it to the front of the line. Now, this particular clip, I thought about it for a little bit, and I said, no, it'll be fine to just play it whenever. But I noted it. And then hours later, when I was at the Grand Rapids Gold game, someone reached out to me on Messenger regarding the same clip and said, you've got to hear this. Like the identical clip that I heard on my own, this person also heard yesterday, and it was from their Tuesday show, and said and tipped me off about something that I was already aware of. And I was like, well, all right. Now it's kind of like been validated even more. Let's bump this up to the front of the line. What you have is a ridiculous sequence where our beloved pal Kelly Cheese rattles off in succession multiple words with crispy R's. Now, we've heard Kelly in the past do the phenomenon called a crispy R, and I just put this cough drop in my mouth, but I got to take it out in order to do it properly, because if I do it improperly, I might choke on it and die. So stand by. I'm going to do the full background. I remember when I first heard this vocal phenomena happen, and I didn't know what it was. But I knew it sounded weird. And then I forgot who shared it with me. One of you sent me a clip of some comedian illustrating what a crispy R is. And I was like, well, yeah, that's what she's doing. She's doing a crispy R. An example of a crispy R would be like the word cream. Now, what I just said there, cream, is not a crispy R. If you use it, if you say it crispy R style, you're going to say cream. You can hear the difference. Cream, 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 crystal, crap. Now, you might think I'm exaggerating, but I'm not, because that's the way she says it. All words that line up with the R in a particular location: green, green, cream, cream, crystal, crystal, crap, crap. Okay, you get it. That's what a crispy R is. It's a intellectual disability or a speech impediment, or both. I think it's both. I think it's a speech impediment with a learning disability. If you utilize crispy R's, there's some real R word-like tendencies going on. Animals speak that way. Crap, crispy, cream, crystal, green, great. Okay, that's what a crispy R is. And we have beat this up. I mean, we've featured it quite a bit. I wouldn't say we beat it to death, but we parked on this so much so that I don't feel the need to park on it anymore. We've heard it a million times. But on Tuesday, she did it one after the other. It just so happened that what she was describing included all the words that have crispy R's. This is the Kelly Cheese Crispy R Supercut. Now, I've taken all of these from lots of discussions and put them all back to back to back. That's what a supercut is. I'm going to play you that so you can hear for yourself just how fucked up this is. It's a 16-second clip.
Cars. Christmas, incredible. New York, come to Oregon, come here. Temperature, algorithms, incredible. 4 crust, cripple, cream. Craigslist, great. Cream cheese. Graham cracker, cream cheese. Crayons. How do you guys say cream as Chris? Org, cruelty with cruelty.
Okay. In that, there was one moment in that supercut where that was lifted from a discussion where they were actually having a discussion about crispy R's. And they informed her that she had crispy R's. David says it's the worst. Alan says this is so painful. I know. Whenever you hear it, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Cream. You thought I was kidding, but that's exactly what it is. What? You want to hear it again?
Cars. Christmas, incredible. New York, come to Oregon, come here. Temperature, algorithms, incredible. 4 crust, cripple, cream. Craigslist, great. Cream cheese. Graham cracker, cream cheese. Crayons. How do you guys say cream as Chris? Org, cruelty with cruelty.
Ugh. Fucking animal. Kyler's back. He writes, Minions would listen to her because she's Gru. I don't get it. Megan says, I wonder if Chris in Buffalo hears it when Kristen does this since he lives with it every day. Yeah, our very own Kristen, Chris's better half, has crispy R's. Alan says, I think the word incredible is the worst in that montage. Incredible. But what I'm going to share with you on Who Are These Free Beers is not a supercut. It's just she kept saying crispy R words. That happens Thursday. You can catch it live at 6 p.m. on my Patreon. Sign up for the Patreon for 7 days free. When you sign up for 7 days free, you get that and everything else that's up there. Okay? And then you decide at the end of the 7 days if you want to keep it going. If you don't, just cancel it before the 7 days and you won't be charged. Now, something else, sidebar, that's interesting here, and this person will remain anonymous because this person asked me specifically to keep them anonymous. All right. Where the fuck is it? All right. This person reached out to me. This is the person who reached out about that moment. Crispy R alert on today's show. And then this person tips me off. Please don't mention my name on the show as a content source. So what that tells me is this person is known to them. So when I see that, I'm like, well, this is a potential defector, if not already a defector to my show, which over time, there have been a lot of you who used to be regular listeners over there, and then you're like, all right, this is fucking bullshit. And I won you over somehow, and the rest is history. I wrote back to so-and-so. I wrote, in my glasses. All right, you know, it's crazy. I heard that today, too, and noted that work. It was an incredible run. Thank you for sending. And I will not say your name. So-and-so writes, no doubt, absolutely legendary run of, and says some of the words. I don't want to tip it off because I'm going to save it for tomorrow. And then this person writes, I've listened to nearly 60 episodes of Who Are These Free Beers in 3 weeks. Keep it up. And I wrote, LOL, every show is a goddamn adventure. And then I wrote, my favorite is when Freeberg gets all pissed off and gets his feelings hurt. Then I followed up with, so I have to ask, do you still listen to them? Or are they past the point of no return for you? This person follows up with, well, back around the episode, sometimes in the early 50s of Who Are These Free Beers, when you and Ben covered in a matter of a couple of weeks where Free Beer bombarded the entire show on air, basically asking if they like him twice. Holy fuck, dude. I still listen to the show every day, but I skip so many segments now and look way more forward to Who Are These Free Beers. I hate to say it, but I look forward to their podcast ending so I can put on your show. And then this person writes this. This is incredible. I was the recipient of an Idiots for Underdogs donation a few years back. So I don't have the hatred for them that you do, but I sure find your shit entertaining. Then I wrote, LOL. I truly don't hate them. I actually like, I act like I do on the air. I'm actually quite thankful that this show is so shitty, but I sure want to punch Greg in the fucking face. Thank you for listening and for the support. And then I wrote, I can't wait to review this segment. Yesterday, they did a segment, Disney or embroidered pillow quote. And I sent it off to Ben Glaze. And I don't know if Ben is here in the chat right now, but if he is, you got to let me know if you're going to review that. If not, then I'm going to. All right, I got a text here that I got to check out. Hang on a second. All right, no big deal. So that's incredible. The guy or girl, whoever that was a benefactor of a charitable donation because they have established a very powerful organization. It's a actual legitimate charity. And so like people, they like hear stories or hear about people who something bad happens to them, then they write them a check. I mean, holy shit, that's awesome. Now they're probably running it wrong because typically with a charity, you can get it to operate in perpetuity with enough funding. Like if you just take money coming in and just put it into a simple account, and then when you need it, draw off of it and keep getting more donations to make it bigger and bigger, that's one thing. That's a horrible way to do it. You got to take that money and through a credible, reputable institution, invest in it, invest that money, and then that money generates money. And then you have two revenue streams. You have whoever was building the cash flow in it, and then it's earning money on itself. And I can guarantee you, 10 out of 10, they have not. It's just sitting there. The money's doing nothing. I would bet $100 for that. But anyway, I'm glad they do it. I mean, that's awesome. But the fact that someone who received a charitable donation is spending time listening to a show that rips them a new asshole. Holy fuck. Maureen says, I can't wait till Eric slips up and says this person's name. No. Fuck you. I'm not going to do it. Yesterday, I've got a lot of news today. A lot of news. Yesterday, it was receive another unwanted package from Mike Pellerito. As Man Bun Chris says, who emailed this? I missed it, Easy. Shut up. I know what you're trying to do. So this came in. in the mail, and I took one look at it, and I looked at the return address, and it said Lake Odessa, Michigan. Pellerito, because I can't speak for sure as to why he would do this. He listens every day. Heard me making fun of his shitty singing at the Bob's Barn Show. Amy says he uses the actual return. No, he didn't do that. There's no return address on here. But I know his address. It's he lives in a shitty farmhouse in the middle of fucking nowhere. Pellerito, because he gets made fun of on here, and we can only assume why he's doing this, sent me a CD of his shitty music from one of the Bob's Barn Jams. And I'm like, first of all, who the fuck sends CDs? I don't need CDs. I've got all the audio and video of you at the Barn Jams that I could ever want. Rebecca says, who has a CD player? Exactly. So he sent me, he burned it. He burned a CD. Who can even burn CDs anymore? Mike Pellerito, Bob's Barn, April 20th, 2025. Included in it is a card from Bob's Barn. I don't know. Maybe Bob sent it. Maybe Bob is the one who sent it. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But so here I have this CD. Like I'm going to do anything. First of all, I don't need to do anything with this. All you've done here is given me an opportunity to make fun of you even more. I mean, because the last thing I want to do is take this CD and put it into my CD drive on my computer. The second I do that, the probability of me having numerous pictures of kids with hard-ons on my computer is quite possible. I don't want to explore that. Can you imagine if the next thing that happens is I hear rat-a-tat-tat on my door with federal employees taking my shit out of the house because I put this shit on my goddamn computer? Megan, who's getting much more aggressive these days, wrote in all caps, "This happened to Amanda's grandpa. Don't make a mistake." Ooh. Oh, geez, it might have been too much. It might have been mean. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, can you maybe delete your channel? So no, I won't be utilizing that. And if Bob sent it, Bob seems like a sweet old man. I really don't think that Bob would do that, would send along a CD of Mike Pellerito. Big Buddha says the last time I saw a CD, some, quote, up-and-coming artist was trying to sell it to me for $10 at the sketchy Speedway on 131 in Leonard. Oh, I know that Speedway. Then he adds, there's bestiality or kid pics on that for sure. Birch Barlow, great idea. I was thinking the same thing, but I'm glad you said it. Says, include the CD with the auction. Yeah, okay. Auction items, the Pellerito CD, and the and whatever the fuck all this transcript is that was sent to me. By the way, the guy who is the process server might be one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. He's an old timer. He's retired. He does the process serving work. And God, I forgot it. I got his name saved on my phone. He's just the nicest guy. And he I knew because he had reached out and said, "Hey, I got this. I got to serve you." And I go, "Well, I can't do it now. And I know you got to get it to me." He goes, "Are you going to be downtown?" I go, "Yeah." I go, "I can meet you, believe it or not. Go to the security entrance of Van Andel Arena. That's the southeast corner of the building. Just walk in, tell them your name, and I will be right there. And tell them that you're here to see me, and then I will come and pick it up." And so that was in the works. Then he calls and says, "Change of plans. I am nearby. Can I swing by?" I go, "Of course you can." I meet him in the driveway. He gives this all to me. And he goes, "Can I ask you a question?" I go, "Yes, sir, you can." "What do you do?" I go, "Well, a lot. But concerning the arena, I do PA work." And he goes, "Are you on the radio?" I go, "Yeah." And I say it like that, and he's like, he's confused. But then I realize he's an old guy. So he probably listens to Big 101.3, which is an oldie station. And I go, "Do you listen to Big 101.3? And he goes, and he looks at me like I'm crazy, like everybody does, you know? And he turns it up, and it's in the car. It's playing in the car. And you can hear, like, you know, KC and the Sunshine Band or Jim Croce or some shit. He goes, "I got it right here." I go, "Oh, well, I'm the guy on from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m., Eric Zane." He goes, "You are? Oh, my God. You're a celebrity." And I go, "No. Well, yeah, but now he's the only guy that listens. He's the only one. I can count on one hand the times that someone said, 'Hey, I listened to you on Big.'" So then he gives me this ream of papers, and away I went. I am checking my email to see if the lady Italian has reached out to me. No. Thank you, as always, to the sponsors for making this show a thing. Included in that, King's Room Barbershop, 3 locations. Northland Drive, Caledonia, and at 821 36th Street in beautiful Wyoming, Michigan. Kingsroom.net if you need a haircut. $21 is what it's going to set you back if you're retired or active military. $18. When you go to kingsroom.net, you can get exact locations, schedules, and whatnot. And they don't do just haircuts. I mean, it's a great place to get your haircut if you're a guy or a chick who likes short hair. But if you need any type of services done, maybe a little color, maybe a specialty cut, whatever you're thinking, you tell them, and they'll work their magic on you. They are the absolute best. Full line of hair care products for you. King's Room Barbershop, online at kingsroom.net. Rebecca says, dude, I listen to 101.3. It's the only station programmed in my car. Well, that's nice. Thank you. What the hell else was like? Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. I was talking about Pellerito, so I'd be remiss if I didn't.
Show me if my losing ever let me go.
My God. It's very unnerving. It's like the type of song you'd hear like when a serial killer is about to kill somebody. All like out of tune and pitchy and fucked up and God damn.
Nobody's killing me.
I give him, his resolve is strong. I give him that. To be that terrible at this and be abused mercilessly over and over again. And not just me, but anyone who hears that is, well, you're sickened. And he continues to go back. I wonder if he knew he sucked and just did it anyway, or if now he's starting to think that he sucks because we talk about it here, or he's just learning that he sucks but doesn't care.
Did he
say va? What do you think is worse? That? The supercut of Hook, or Pellerito murdering the song by Extreme?
Show me if my losing ever let me go.
That note.
Go.
Right there.
Go. Go.
Like, and it's not this, it's so off, and the guitar, it's not the same note as the guitar. They're all completely fucked up.
Go.
It's enough to make you infertile.
Go.
Rebecca says they're both terrible in many ways. One is tone deaf, the other is marble mouth. Birch says, Hook makes me look for a rope and a sturdy beam. Cole says, mash up his supercut with Kelly Cheese's crispy R's. That might destroy the universe. Tophus says, eggs everywhere dried up and flew away in the wind. Alan says, the noise coming out of my wife while she gave birth, more in tune than that.
Go. Go. Let me go.
All right. Well, the good news is I think Mike is a glutton for punishment. So the idea of him giving up seems impossible. So we have so much more to get to. In fact, we're going to review another Pellerito Brothers joint coming up on the Thursday Ben and Eric Patreon podcast, which is just a spectacular thing. We listen to it together and we make it less painful and hilarious. Branjo says, yeah, you're his hobby, remember? Oh, yeah. God, all those crazy... That's why he sends me things. Okay? It's obsession. Don't forget, this was the guy who was crying at the hockey game. And there's a little voice in my head saying, don't engage him. Stay at red flag. Do not engage him. And did I? Yes. Red Bull Brain Chris says that comment was so creepy. He's my hobby. God. Mike. Anyway. Okay. I'm going to take a break, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere, please. All right, hang on. I got to fix this shit. right, I'm back. As always, you can reach out to me on the Shoreliners Striping inbox, eric@ericzaneshow.com, if you want to say hello. All right, this teacher in middle of Tennessee, and Josh Branjo sent this along. I appreciate you. He's in Tennessee. They're saying this is an accident, but I think the teacher's still in trouble. The teacher was showing a picture to a student on his phone. And then, for whatever reason, he swiped. And the picture next to it was a picture, like a sexy photo he took of himself, nude, like with his dick hanging out. And then, supposedly, he panicked and did something else on the swipe, and then it, instead of going, I don't know why, I would have just put the phone in my pocket, but the next thing you know, it goes from the picture he wanted to show her of, I don't know, maybe his dog, and then it's him and his dick, and then he hits it again, and now the student is exposed to a whole collage of him nude, various pictures of him completely naked. Now, I don't care if it, okay, you can tell me it's an accident over and over again. But I don't know if I can believe that. I don't know if I can get behind that. I mean, how do you, so yeah, if I'm showing you a pic, do I just go, whoops, and then it's my cock, and then, whoa, oopsie again, and more pictures of me with my dick out? I mean, a teacher at Montgomery Central High School is being investigated for showing nude photos of himself. And when Josh wrote this, he wrote, a spin on nude dude, showing himself to a 17-year-old girl in class. Matthew Gay Vetter, which that makes it even better. It doesn't really. I mean, if he was showing the pics to a dude, then maybe. But Matthew Gay Vetter, 52-year-old teacher, admitted to investigators that he showed the student the photos, but he says it was an accident. Matthew Gay Vetter is the spouse of Jean Luna Vetter, who is the director of schools for that school system. Like, she's the boss. It happened March 9th. Vetter, a science teacher, was showing the senior girl a photo on his phone. The girl's father told the publication. Of course, the child hasn't been identified. While showing her the photo, Vetter swiped to a photo of himself nude. His attempt to close the photo revealed the gallery of more penis pics of him. According to an audio recording of a conversation among the girl's father, the family's attorney, and officials with the sheriff's office, Matthew Gay Vetter's account matches the girl's. Like, she said, okay, so if he says, yeah, it was an accident, and if she thinks it's an accident, she's going to say it's an accident. But what if it wasn't an accident? What if it wasn't an accident and he just made it seem like an accident and she believes that it was an accident? That could happen too, couldn't it? Yeah, that's too much. He told the investigators that he was showing the girl multiple photos of a project he was working on at home when he swiped to the photo of himself nude. He tried to close it, revealing a 2-row gallery of 6 to 10 additional dick pics. Vetter admitted to the investigators that the nude photos were of himself, but said he showed them by accident. The investigators said that both the teacher and student described what sounds like an accident. Following the incident, Vetter deleted the photos. Oh, too late. The girl told her family about the incident. They reported it to the authorities. And the Department of Children's Services are investigating. Yeah, I don't think we're in the day and an age where you can just say, oh, yeah, I slipped or it was an accident. I mean, my God. When the incident was reported, Vetter was immediately placed on alternative worksite off school property. Okay. The schools won't begin their investigation until all of the external investigations have been concluded. Police said on the audio that to avoid any possible appearance of a conflict of interest, given Vetter's connection to leadership, the investigation was being handled by a separate judicial. This is a mess. This is a mess. Oh, my God. Megan says the only way he comes out okay-ish is if he brought this up to an admin and it wasn't her. Josh, who sent it along, writes, the project he was working on was fluffing his crank. Megan said, but like he should still lose his job. But yeah, you showed your dick to a kid. You showed your dick to a student. There should be no question. You should have been fired immediately. You should have been arrested immediately. You don't go around showing pictures of your cock to kids. Jesus. Tophus says, shitting your pants is an accident. This is a pervert showing his pecker to underage girls. Yes. Cole in Colorado Springs says he can't keep those pics in a different folder. Alan says not an accident. So Stevie writes, he made a mistake, right, Amanda? Come on. Still funny, though. Probably going to get in trouble for that one. I will say this. Let's just give this asshole the benefit of the doubt. And that this was an accident. You're still an idiot. If you are anywhere near children, you have to have a series of safeguards to make it so that you don't want anything like that anywhere near a classroom. And if that means on your phone, then so be it. I had that recently. I have a family member who I had this person pegged as a person who would do this. And it was during when we were I was showing a picture of myself and my dad or something like that to a family member. And I'm holding it, and then the person takes their thumb and swipes on my picture on my screen. 1, 2, and then I pull the phone away, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, because I don't know what is there, and I don't want to be explaining what. Now, typically, it's like a picture of free beer or something like that, or someone I'm making fun of online because they're disgusting looking or something like that. But still, I don't do that. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't just go scrolling on somebody's phone like that, dick. Donut Dan says, how many D pics do you have on your phone, folks? If you're not single, the answer should be 0. Wait a minute. So, are you suggesting that I should have no D pics on my... Now, I don't. But why can't I send pictures of my crank to Pooh Bear? What is that? I'm not dead. Megan says you can as long as she doesn't show the students. There you go. You can, but I am guessing she has already seen it, LOL. Yeah, I know, but she still might want a picture. I mean, God, you sound like you're 95 years old. I'm glad that you brought it up because I was thinking it too. Easy, the story of you sending one to Pooh Bear at the Tigers game. Real men do it while their wife is at a Tigers game. That's what Man Bun Chris says. So two people saying the same thing that I was just going to talk about. She goes, I'm going to the Tigers game, and I'm getting great seats. I go, okay, because she loves the Tigers. So she gets, and she goes, I'm front row, right behind home plate. You can see me on TV. And sure enough, I put her on TV, and there she is sitting there. I think with her brother. I don't think it was the NFK. I think it was Dave. So right then and there, I'm looking at her on TV, and I whip it out and take a picture of it, and I send it to her. So from where she is, the game's going on, and her phone vibrates. So after I send it, half a second later, Megan says floppy or no, it was floppy. And so I see her look down, and then she opens it up, and she immediately looks left to see if anybody was looking at her phone when she looked at it. And then she's like on camera, like lecturing me through the TV, like, you asshole! The fuck are you doing? So, what a magical moment of technology that is. I see my wife on TV at the Tigers game. I send her a picture of my crank. A second later, she gets it. And then my ears are getting hot because she's screaming at me through the goddamn TV. Absolutely amazing. I may have done that like 500 more times, but I think I was at that point downloading various pictures of different cranks. Like specifically some of our larger African-American men. Like close up, like excellent like imagery. Just huge dongs just showing up on her phone over and over and over again. Cole says someone find the broadcast of that game. Boy, you know, that would have been something if I had the foresight then to actually, like, save it. Thank you for suggesting I go down memory lane to tell you that story. Donut Dan writes, Tigers announcer, it looks like that lady may be having a seizure behind the plate there, Larry. All right. A NASCAR truck series driver, Daniel Dye, has been suspended for homophobic comments. It's never good when the first time you're introduced to the world is when you say something that people aren't going to like. That's a problem. He was on a live stream. I'm not sure what the fuck I think he's looking at various trading cards while he's talking on this live stream. And he starts talking shit about another driver. And this is, I mean, like, everybody's killing this guy now. This is centered around some of our gay sisters and brothers and particularly the men, occasionally some of our gay sisters and brothers will speak of what it is. It's a gay accent. Not everybody does that, and I don't know why that happens. I don't care why. Like when I hang out with Rainbow Flag Jeremy and with Rico, they sound like Rico and Jeremy. But occasionally gay people will inflect. It's a gay accent. That's exactly what it is, right? You sound like a gay. Wasn't that from Anchorman? I don't think that that's new information. But I guess we can take off the table doing an impersonation of a person with gay voice. Now, I love gay voice. Like if I talk to Madison about this, because I usually run my gay questions to Madison. She is my homegrown gay authority. And Ash. And I'm like, so we got to talk gay talk. If someone is a gay talker, how would you describe them? And then she would tell me. Well, I guess there's another driver who's a gay talker. And he is actually gay, I think. I mean, David Malukas. Let's get into it. This is the live stream that got, the guy already forgot his name. David Dyer? It's not David Dyer, is it? Daniel Dye. David Dyer is my comedian friend.
What he raced or anything. We did some like St. Pete
Audio's a little low.
promo stuff, and he was at it. And I thought he was one of like the Indy Next guys or like a Miata guy or something. I really didn't know.
Sorry, Emma. He plays for the other team, I think.
And I was like, so
Okay, so that guy says he plays for the other team, I think.
I was like, do y'all race any ovals? And he was like distraught that I asked him that question. Like, yeah, we raced Nashville and Iowa. I'm like, okay. I didn't know Miatas went to Nashville.
He's like, why don't you eat your food? It's like, oh my gosh, yes. We race Indianapolis too. We love Indianapolis. And Roger Penske. I love Roger.
Love you, Roger. As soon as I start doing a David Malukas gay voice, I hit a gold. So let's keep it going. We're just gonna keep talking like this till I miss a gold.
No bad.
I'm on fire.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah. Right away, I heard Hurricane Ashley. Oh my God, Zayd. Fuck you. You know, you're just so kind. I love you. Fuck off. You're just great, Zayd. You're such an asshole. Fuck you. Rebecca says that sounds like Eric's gay voice. Cole says that's it. That's what I said. I was like, that's the... What the fuck? Stevie says, oof. Not good. Really? This is bad? This is that horrific? Oh, no. He did a gay voice. He's in trouble. He's suspended indefinitely due to that. There's a comment. It's his third season in the Truck Series. Oh, boy. Here's his apology tour. Trucker Andy, here you go. I'll send it your way. I want to first apologize to David Malukas. I recently went on a live stream with some friends and made some careless comments. Yeah, you don't need to rehash it. We know. I chose my words poorly, is what he said. Don't sugarcoat it. You can just, I did an impression of a gay person. I did an accurate impression of how David sounds. And now everybody hates my guts. I didn't say I hate gay people. I didn't do anything. I just did an impression of you talking. Bread Bull Brain Chris says, how close is the impersonation? I don't know. Why don't we see if we can get audio of David Malukas? Okay, I can't type. This is an ad for Utz Chips. Rest in peace to your ears.
In Michigan, 8 out of 10 maternal deaths
This
are
is
preventable.
an ad for babies.
So if
What was your impression of the track when you did the track walk?
Amazing, fantastic. It's a new standard, I think, for IndyCar. I mean, this is so cool. I think there's so much hype going into it and seeing all the renders, but it's, when you see the renders, you're like, okay, that's ambitious. You actually come here and you're like, wow, they actually did it and more. I mean, it's above and beyond. Even outside the track, the pit lane looks fantastic. You have all the hospitality units. I mean, I'm like, this is...
Okay, this is not nearly as intense of gayness as what Daniel Dye was doing. Like, I would not have thought that this was a gay talker.
I think with track feeling, it feels possibly a little bit of Detroit and the old...
That's not great for Daniel Dye. If this guy doesn't sound like that, and then earlier the other guy said, he plays for the other team, so that's outing him. So I think now...
Anxious.
Now I think it's more of a problem. I think that makes it worse. So first, initially I thought, well, maybe he sounds like that, so no big deal. But I can't get on board with Daniel Dye sounding like that when that guy does not sound like that. So the next question is Daniel Malukas out? Or David Malukas out? Is David Malukas gay? Yeah, they outed him. Our AI overlords says, based on available information, IndyCar driver David Malukas is not known to be gay. He is in a relationship with a lady named Camilla Yurkis, a model and civil engineer. So, I don't know. Maybe this is much worse now. They kind of buried that in the story. They didn't really. It should have said in the article, after our investigation, David Malukas is not a gay talker. So there's that. Donko says everybody said Jeff Gordon was gay for years. He is not. Megan says, so this guy made a 7th grade. Yeah, you're gay. Yeah, way to go. You're gay. Megan says to Donko, sorry about your sweet kitty. Did your cat go to the Rainbow Bridge, my friend? I'm so sorry if that's the case. All right, so anyway. Rebecca says, also, why does it matter if someone is gay? Well, that's the thing. I don't think that okay, let's just say for the sake of this stupid discussion that he is gay. They didn't say it's bad or good. They just would have done an impression of him and said he's gay. But that's neither here nor there because it's not known. It's apparently he's not, but we don't know. So, a little bit weird, to be sure. And basically, he's just doing a stupid impression. Okay, so back to this guy's stupid apology. I chose my words poorly, and I understand why it upset people. I'm sorry to anyone who was offended. That's a non-apology. That's not how I want to represent myself. Yeah, I always hate that. Yeah, I mean, why is it so bad to say, look, I was just fucking around with my friends. Period. Get over it. I was just being an asshole. Who gives a fuck? Tophus says he's not sorry. No, he's not sorry. And does he really need to be, I'm sorry? Can we kind of get past the idea, though, that you need to say sorry to me? You need to fix it. It'll all be fixed if you say you're sorry. It's like, what does that do? Who gives a fuck? The guy's being an asshole. No big deal. People are assholes every day. We don't care. We don't care. The only time this becomes an issue is when people who get too offended too goddamn easily are like, oh no, you did that. I am sickened. You're so hurtful. Tophus says never apologize when you aren't actually sorry. It makes you sound really stupid. Absolutely. No, I'm not sorry. I think that what that is there is, when you get a guy who's, he's probably answering to 5 to 10 different people, various sponsors and shit. You get people into that cancellation mode, and then it's like, ugh, that's the world that you live in. That's why it's like, be careful what realm you want to be in. It can be difficult sometimes. All right, so at the end of the day, though, we now know the names. Daniel Dye. He drives in the Craftsman Truck Series. And I think he might drive in the IndyCar Series, too. And we know David Michalunas, driver in the IndyCar Series. So at the end of the day, we know who those people. We didn't know who these people were before this. Now we do. So that's all that matters, I guess. Very, very stupid. Not a big deal. Okay. Let's see. I swear to God, I had something. Oh, my God. Thank you to Rebecca. It's been too long since we reviewed Superhero Stupid Human Tricks. Oh, God. Hang on. Superhero Superhuman Tricks. Okay, it's hard to find. And the top 2 most painful. You're like, Easy, what are you doing? Yeah, I know. All right, I think I fucked this up. I can't look at it now. Maybe I can. Yes, I can. This guy has made a living doing this. Cole says in 5 minutes we will have forgotten both of them. I think Rebecca just recently was exposed to superhuman tricks. Is it superhuman or stupid human tricks? I don't know. Anyway, this guy is a couple bricks short of a full load, and for years in his backyard, he has been doing these stunts where he jumps off of this platform onto shit that he gets from around the house. And here he's crashing down on what looks to be a printer with some other things around it.
Hey, Superhuman TV show. Today I'll be jumping onto Cheese Grater Printer. This is
Cheese Grater Printer.
The juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop.
Kuiper says he hates this guy. How can you hate this guy?
Fuck this shit. Whoop whoop.
My fucking elbow! Oh my fucking god, my elbow! Oh my fucking god!
This is Superhuman TV Show. Today I'll be jumping onto barbed wire, light tubes, tack strips, gusset plates. This is for
Barbed wire, light tubes, tack strips.
juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Fuck this shit. Whoop whoop.
Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god! It's in my fucking back! Oh my god! I fucked up! I fucked up!
Come on.
This
I could watch him all day.
is Superhuman TV Show, and this is the slip and slide of carnage. This is for the juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at
Okay,
home.
slip and slide of carnage. It looks like Matchbox cars and a bunch of cheese graters.
And I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Fuck this shit. Whoop whoop.
Okay, one more, I swear. There's one when he... Oh, God, there's so many of these. Holy shit. All right, just random.
This is Superhuman TV Show. Today I'll be jumping onto Legos dishwashing machine. This is for the juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home. I hope you like it. Whoop whoop. Fuck this shit. Whoop whoop. I fucking up.
Okay, how's he not dead?
Whoop,
Did you see him bounce off of that
Whoop whoop.
thing? Holy shit. Oh. Ridiculous. He gets hired to show up at like wrestling events. And he'll do that. He'll get on the top rope and whoop, whoop, fuck this shit. And then jump up. Becca Shea says something is wrong with him. Yeah, he's got a, I don't want to really elaborate as to what is wrong with him, but there's definitely something wrong with him. Birch Barlow says, I love this asshole. Benji says he's jumped into everything. Is this the same dumb fuck that jumped into the cactus? I don't know. Stevie says, how incredibly stupid. Yes, but that's entertaining still, though. Megan says he has to tell the juggalos not to try this at home because they're the only ones who would. His videos are all the exact same. Jump on some shit, cry like a bitch. I don't know if it's a bitch. I think that he's hurt. Kuiper says he's annoying. I don't think he is. I think he's a great talent. I think he's fucking fantastic. Cole says when you played him back-to-back like that, he's starting to grow on me. Man Bun Chris says that schools hire him for DARE events. Me playing it in rapid succession like that seems to be a good way to do it. Hang on.
This is Superhuman TV Show. Today I'll be jumping onto a toy skeleton. This is for the juggalos and juggalettes. Do not try this at home, and I hope you like it. Whoop, whoop.
gets funnier when he does that. This might be a fake channel. I think there's like some knockoffs that exist of Superhuman. Wonder what his neighbors think. Ha ha. Becca Shea says, all right, that's enough. Oh, you couldn't see it. Oh, God, I'm such a dick. All right, enough. I'm sorry. Fucking shit up. You can tell. I'm circling the drain here. My attention to myself is waning. All right. Thank you, as always, to the amazing sponsors that help make this show possible. Shout out to Frank Fuss, My Policy Shop Insurance. If you need a health care policy, maybe you need a life insurance policy, Frank is a master. Perhaps you're getting set to wrap up a career and you're going to utilize the Medicare system. Frank can help you with that. Head over to appointmentwithfrank.com for all that you need to get started. That's appointmentwithfrank.com, and you can get after it. Frank is awesome. He'll help you out whether you're in between jobs, the boss doesn't offer health care, or you own your own business. Frank Fuss wants to hear from you. TC Paintball in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Rick over there. Love him. TC Paintball online at tcpaintballgr.com. Great place to go for you, your workplace buddies, maybe some workplace team building, maybe the neighborhood kids. You name it, they'll do it for you at TC Paintball. Bachelor party, so much fun. Right in Grand Rapids, Michigan. You can get more information at tcpaintballgr.com. I should check in with Rick. It's been way too long. And, in fact, I've been trying to get him to commit to a goddamn paintball event.
Hello, Eric Zane.
Hey, Rick, I'm podcasting.
I figured you were.
Yeah, I was like, boy, I haven't talked to Rick in a while, so I figured I'd say hey.
Well, I'm driving to Florida. Typically, you call me when I'm driving to Florida.
Oh, are you doing an event?
I am, yeah.
All right, is it just you?
No, it's me and my kid in the truck right now.
Okay. Isn't he like 30 now?
Man, he sure acts like it. He's 14, but son of a bitch. Was I that cocky at 14? I don't know.
He's taller than you, right? Because you're like me. You're a little buddy.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about that.
Yeah, he's beat your ass.
Well, he's taller than me. I don't know if I go that far.
I can hear him in the background. His voice is deep now.
Yeah, he's always got an attitude and an opinion on everything.
All right. Put him on. I want to talk to him.
Yeah, he's on speaker. Go ahead, Lane. What's up?
Hey, Lane. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good.
Yeah? Is Dad getting out of line? Are you thinking about whipping his ass?
Sometimes a little bit.
Okay, buddy. Now, are you playing paintball this weekend, Lane?
Yeah, I'm playing with my dad.
Dad's playing?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Now, is Dad kind of a liability these days? Is he slow and old?
Well, he's the coach, so normally he plays himself most of the time.
Oh, okay. He's one of those guys. Okay, well.
Put me in, Coach.
Do well, Lane, all right?
All right, appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Rick, he sounds like you.
In what way?
Your voices are similar, like the actual tone.
Well, he came by it honestly, you know.
Yeah. So, are you okay? You know, I didn't elaborate. I just said you were feeling a little under the weather recently. Are you improving?
I am improving, but man, this is a slow process. You know, my entire life, my dad, I'm pretty proud of the work ethic that my dad instilled into me. And being sick over the course of my life, I've never been sick more than like a day and a half in my life. And most of the time, if I'm sick, I go to work. But when I got hit with this thing, I was on the couch for like 3 weeks.
Now, I don't want to put you in a bad spot, but do you want to tell everybody what it is?
Oh, I don't care. The thing is, we're not even sure what it is. So stomach flu, ear infection, and then led to either Bell's palsy or Ramsay-Hunt syndrome. So if you notice when I say a P or an F, it doesn't really stop. It kind of like trails off because the right side of my face is drooping a little bit. I can't close my right eye, which means I can't squint, and driving in the sun sucks, and my equilibrium is still off. So I have a hard time. Like, I get dizzy and wobbly here and there.
Oh, no. And is it just something that it's just time will eventually make it go away?
Well, they say, like, I went to, like, the ER, like, 5 times in 6 days or something stupid like that. And one of the times they prescribed me the wrong antibiotic. I heard later on that I should have got an antiviral, and that probably would have stopped this whole thing. But I didn't get that, and I went back several times trying to figure out why I wasn't getting better. They kept telling me, "Oh, just ride it out. You just need time for the antibiotic to kick in," and that never happened. So then the Bell's palsy hit me, and then once that hit me, like, that's like pretty dominating. Like, I got to put eye drops in. I got to put ointment on my eye at night. I got to remember to manually blink my eye every once in a while. What a pain in the ass.
Numerous audience members who are worried about you are wondering if it's a good idea to drive.
Well, so normally I would do this trip all straight 20 hours. I would get up at 3 in the morning, I'd leave, and I'd be there by 11 o'clock at night. And because of my eye issue, and I knew I was going to have eye fatigue, we left a day early, and we stayed in Tennessee last night. So we did 9 hours yesterday, and I'm doing, the rest of it today.
Okay, so that's okay then.
Well, I mean, according to me, it is. I still can't get these assholes out of the left lane. I mean, my God, the rules of the road are pretty basic. Get in the left lane, pass the car, get back over, so then any other faster traffic can get by, and it eliminates congestion. But I mean, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and if anybody, I mean, most of the audience at one point has probably driven through Atlanta.
Yeah.
What an asshole of the world that traffic is.
I don't know, man. It's just me. Maybe it's just me, but perhaps you should just maybe be a little less on the gas, seeing that you're running at like 50% capacity.
I'd call it 60 to 70%, but we're trying to get 1% better every day.
So now that you say it, I can hear it. You sound like fucking Fire Marshal Bill from In Living Color.
My wife will kiss me, and she'll be like, "That only felt like half a kiss." What an asshole.
All right, well, just want to say hi, and good luck there.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. And when are we going to do I keep telling you we have to do Gabe wants to do a paintball event.
I know, and that's completely on me. You hit me up like when I was in the depth of my depression and sickness, so I had no interest in looking at the calendar then.
Right.
I'm kind of back. I'm back to it most of all. So when I get back to town, I'll look at some dates. I'll send you some options.
Okay, thank you. And you also sound like Harvey Dent. All right.
I appreciate that.
All right, I'll see you, buddy.
Talk to you soon.
Bye. That was Rick from TC. Megan. Bob says Jim Ross. Megan says, I love that Easy talks to Lane when Eric Zaitunian talks to most other children. He was slightly Zaitunified. Tova says, don't punch any dogs until you're better. Okay, Rick. Megan says, ooh, depression was a real hard word for him. Depression. Hey, do you think Rick's going to be offended if he hears that? I mean, ooh. Can you make sure that no one gets a transcript of your show and writes out my words? Because the New York Post might get it. Ooh, I'm sorry. All right. Amy loves the Megan impression. I can't. There's some people that have never gotten an impression. They just happen. They have to happen, like, organically. I know that. Like, Ashley just happened organically. Amanda just happened organically. Megan, organic type of thing. Alan says, I can hear Amy giggling from Wisconsin. Becca Shea says, Ashley is my favorite. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of people's favorite. Fuck you. Izzy. Oh, hey, hi. I'm so sorry that your dad is dead. Oh, my God. You're such an asshole. Oh, my God. I'm crying. I'm so sad. This is so sad that your dad is gone. I love you. I love you and Pooh Bear. Why don't you fuck off? Oh, my God. Your dad can fuck off, too. Jessica is my favorite. Hi. Fuck you, Eric. You keep my name out your fucking mouth, motherfucker. You sick fucking Yankee son of a bitch. Dick sucking, stick a candle up your ass, motherfucker. I'm sitting around minding my own fucking business. If my motherfucking phone starts blowing up with people telling me that you're fucking making fun of me again, you sick fuck motherfucker, fuck you. So, bitch. Branjo says, I also like the one we don't talk about. Yeah, that got ruined. You asshole. All right. Enough of this nonsense. Salute to Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. Be thinking of your your asshole of the day, please. Idiot of the day. Idiot of the day. Man, that's some kind of dumbass. Yesterday's asshole of the day was Trump for saying that people with intellectual disabilities are dumb for saying it. That's awful. Thank you to Irvine's. Get your car repaired at Irvine's. They're right in Grand Rapids, Michigan. You can find them at ervines.com. And if you're doing a transcript of this show, it's not IRVINES, it's ERVINES. ervines.com. Say hello at 616-532-6600. Free loaner cars that can fix any problem with your car, your hybrid, or your EV. All right. Tophus says, not many strong contenders today for asshole of the day. Birch says, schlong dong teacher. Yeah, David Malukas is not going to be the asshole of the day. Is that his name? David Malukas? Yeah, it's got to be Stalkerito. Stop sending me things that I did not ask for in the mail to my home. Or don't. I don't know. Yeah. Asshole of the day. But please keep singing. Don't ever stop singing. We're having too much fun listening to you sing. Go! Thank you so much, folks, for being here once again on the podcast. Be on Patreon a little later today. Till then, have a good one. Bye-bye.
Cars. Christmas, incredible. New York, come to Oregon. Come here. Temperature, algorithms, incredible. Or crust, ripple, cream. Craigslist, great. Cream cheese, graham cracker, cream cheese, crayons. How do you guys say cream as Chris, org, cruelty with cruelty?